Luck for the game, Vinan.
Thank you.
They were going to bat first as well. There's no due actually in the first game of the day, so it doesn't matter.
A very good evening and once again welcome back to 7th Stadium Dubai DCC X10 Division 1 tournament match number 28 to be played between DCC Starlets and VTAC Wolves. And a little while earlier, my dear friend Ahmed Khaja was down in the middle with both the captains.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the 7th Stadium in Dubai for fan code DCC X10 Division 1. It's match number 28, and I have the two captains alongside me in the center. It's going to be Ronak Panoli, of course, leading DCC Starlets. We have our match referee, Mr. Shiju Sam, and Mr. Vinan Nair, the captain of VTAC Volts. We're all set for the toss. VTAC to call. Tails is the call.
And it is tails.
So Vinan has won the toss. Please join me. Sir, you have won the toss. What have you decided?
We'll be bowling first.
And what is the game plan behind that?
We want to know the target to chase. Simple as that.
And what do you think is a decent target to chase on this grassy looking track?
Anything below 100 and under around 100 is fine.
And besides your own hat trick, that was a memorable moment. What else has been there to celebrate for VTAC Votes in this X10 so far?
We were the last minute entrants, so we couldn't find a proper team to set up. We normally are playing at 20 overs. 10 overs is a new thing for us. We're slightly older team with a lot of experience, but unfortunately that's not what's required for T10. So the next editions will come back stronger with a stronger, better team. So, but it's a learning curve. We have got few youngsters. I'm trying to give chance to them. It's not. We're trying to make them perform. That's the whole idea.
Any changes to the playing 11 for tonight?
Yeah, a few because of the other commitments. Because it's an early game, most of the guys are working. So we have got 3 or 4 changes.
Best of luck for the game, Vinan.
Thank you.
Ronak, please join me. Let's have a chat. So, unfortunately, you have lost the toss. If you had won it, what would you have done?
I was looking to bat first. I'm happy that they chose to bowl first. I was assuming that they were going to bat first as well. There's no due actually in the first game of the day, so it doesn't matter where you bat. But we'd look to go out there and put some runs up on board and then defend that. 6
matches played, 3 wins, 3 losses. So this is a very crucial game for your side.
Yeah, definitely. I told the boys, in this format, it's very unpredictable. So, you need to be ready for anything. Even the big sides can be beaten. Even the not so experienced sides can, give you a tough fight. So, we're going to go out there, stick to our plans and, let that play out like that. That's the plan.
Any changes to the playing 11?
Yeah, Saad Abdullah comes into the 11.
Best of luck for the game, Ronak.
Thank you so much.
Right then, news from the centre is that VTAC Volts have won the toss and they will have a bowl first.
Thanks a lot, Ahmed. And the news from the center is the VTAC World's captain Vinan Nair has won the toss and he has invited DC Starlets to bat first. And looking at the lineups for DC Starlets is Ronak Panoli, the captain, Punya Mehra, Sailesh Jai Shankar, Saad Abdullah, young talented leggy, Vansh Kumar, Shane Saldana, Ahan Fernandez, Saqib Palekar, Zain Hamid, Jayditya Malik and Shamim Ali. And talking about VTAC Worlds, it's led by Vinan Nair, Sheridan Hetfield, Sheldon De Cruz, Arman Sajnani, Sharon Pinto, Fahad Abushar, Saklen Haider, Veera Pandian, Ari Walagan, Raji Mohan, Darshan Pagarani and Sohail Qazi. And to discuss more about both the squads, joining me is Mr. Khaiz Farooq. Very good evening, Khaiz bhai.
Good evening. A very interesting game on our hands as we have a look at the points table for Group A. IGM lost their first game a couple of nights ago. They're still top of the table at 14. Defenders CC with 8 points are in second place. DCC Starlets all to play for them. They own 6 points currently and vying for that top 6 spot. VTAC Volts 4 points. Liari Kings have not accumulated any points in the 6 games they've played. And the points table for Group B, 11A is top of the table at the moment with 8 points. Future Mattress and Colata Chocolates are joint second on 6 points. Future Mattress is just edging them ahead by net run rate. Pacific Group, a disappointing overall performance from them so far in the tournament. They're with 2 points and 7 districts have lost all 3 games and have not put any points on the board as of today.
Khaiz bhai, talking about the squads, before that, a couple of people are blushing in the com box.
as we have a look at the matches for today. DCC Starlets start off against VTAC Volts, followed by 7 Districts versus 11 Ace at 8:30 p.m. and Future Mattress against Kolata, the last game of the day at 10:45 p.m.
Walks in both the umpires for tonight's match. First match of the evening. We have 3 back-to-back matches in Division 1. And for the first 5 innings, I'll be joined by Khais Farooq and 2 talented opener batters of DC Starlets walking in. It's man in form Ronak Panoli and Punya Mehra.
This is a very important game for DCC Starlets as we are about to begin proceedings. They've got all to play for with the tournament and the way it's structured. They need to maximize the points in their remaining 2 games. VTAC Volts perhaps have an outside chance depending on how the other matches play out, but they've left everything to other teams. So they're more or less, gone in the tournament, but they still have an outside chance if the other team, other results go in their favor. So it's youth versus experience, and a very interesting battle as we see Ronak Panoli along with Punya Mehra. They're back to their normal opening partnership for this game.
What a brilliant season this lad is having. Ronak Panoli captaining the side and leading from the front. Bulk of runs has been scored by Ronak Panoli, and the team is doing good under his captaincy.
Yeah, he's had a good few months. He's been on a roll around the country in domestic events. He's scoring heaps of runs, and he's been the linchpin for DCC Starlets in this Division 1 event. So a lot is going to depend on this opening partnership, and like I said, they've got all to play for with trying to get into one of those top 6 spots.
And talking about VTAC Worlds, definitely experienced side, but this format is something new to them, but still they have entertained us with the bowling or batting. We have seen the first hat-trick by Vinan Nair, and tonight wicketkeeper is Reggie Mohan. And talking about the stats of Ronak Panoli so far in the tournament, 5 innings, 205 runs to his name, 18 fours, 14 sixes with an average of 41. And look at that strike rate, 225 with the best of 71.
Yeah, he's had a good tournament overall. And talking about VTAC Volts, I feel they have no one but themselves to blame for the letdown in tournament. As we have a look at Punya's stats, 86 of his 5 innings, average of 17.2. That strike rate could be a touch higher, 128 at the moment, and the best of 30 not out. And so, yeah, I feel VTAC Volts have not been able to get their best 11 in store. They just haven't clicked. And Sharon Pinto is opening proceedings as the first ball has been bunted down, too long gone for a single.
Definitely a couple of names are missing in this lineup of VTAC Worlds. They are dependent on this experience. Names such as Reggie Mohan, Sharon Pinto, Vinan Nair. But this format is something new for them because they are used to play those 40 overs, 30 overs format cricket.
A slightly slower delivery, well negotiated by Punya. He's played that down to that short third man area for another single. And yeah, so again, coming back to VTAC Volts, I just feel they could not get their best 11 sorted. Their bowling lineups were all over the place. They haven't still figured out how to operate with the bowlers they have. And that's probably one of the downfalls, along with their fielding.
Experience coming into play. Sharon Pinto slow in the air. A dot ball. Ronak Panoli on strike.
He's just trying to hit that a little too hard, I feel. He's still trying to get used to the wicket. We're back at Oval 1 for this leg of the Division 1 games. Oh, that one just turned a little bit and had no bounce on it.
So far, it has been a good over by Sharon Pinto. Trying to go hard. The ball kept low. Lucky escape for Ronak Panoli.
As he plays that down again to that deep long on area, Darshan Pagrani is there. And the sedate first over comes to an end. 3 runs with no wicket lost for DCC Starlets at the end of 1.
In comes Vinan Nair, the captain, to bowl the second over of this innings. 4 overs, 3 wickets. And those 3 wickets, he got a hat-trick. 8.29 is the economy. Nicely played and well fielded. It covers by the fielder. A single denied.
Well, a very, very slow start for DCC Starlets. When Nair is operating with a fairly standard field, he's got a deep mid-wicket and a deep long on operating with all the other fielders in the circle. And again, Ronak's tried to hit that too hard. Sakleen Haider, beg your pardon, has missed that, and they've run through for a single.
Nicely bowled. Turn. Getting from this wicket for Vinan Nair.
Just a little bit of turn, little lack of bounce, and again Punya trying to hit that too hard. Another slowish delivery that's been played towards that extra cover fielder. They've not taken a single, so this is turning out to be another very good over for VTAC Volts. Only 1 run conceded off it so far.
Using his feet, just push towards the point region. A quick single has been taken by the lads, Ronak and Punya. So far they have kept the scorecard in control. Vinan Nair and Sharon Pinto. Experienced Reggie Mohan doing the glove work job tonight. This time he goes big over mid-off fielder. 1 bounce ball racing towards the fence. First boundary from the blade of Ronak Panoli. 2 gone, 9 for no loss.
Go. Or you go. Hey, Shere, you go. Shere, Allah, Adnana, mera. Arman boy kota. Okay, fine.
Sharon is going to be continuing with the 3rd over of the inning. And this is a smarter ploy again from VTAC Volts. A little too late to the party, but they've started operating just with spinners. And you can see the difficulty the batsmen are facing in timing the ball with the slowness of the bowling itself.
Interesting tactics by Vinan Nair. Continuing with Sharon Pinto. This time a lofted shot over the extra cover. Ball racing towards the fence. Yet another boundary, but this time from the blade of Punya Mehra. Flighted delivery nicely played over the extra cover. Was well in control this time, Punya Mehra.
Well, they need to up their scoring rate. They're a little bit behind, even though VTAC Volts is not in the same caliber as IGM or some of the other teams. As Punya plays that towards deep long off, and a catch has been taken by Sohail Qazi. Punya Mehra, trying to up the pace, has lost his wicket.
At last there is something to smile for Sohail Qazi today. He got that catch.
Well, he just tried to go over that cover region again. Did not hit it where he was intending to, and Punya Mehra is walking back to the dugout. 6 of 7 deliveries. DCC Starlets are 13 for 1.
Walks in, one of my favorite batter in this lineup, Ahan Fernandez, the left-hand batter. Joins in Ronak Panoli. Low with confidence, but definitely he has the talent to score big runs for his team.
He's just not going to have enough time to do it. Well, in comparison to what he normally plays. Having a look at his stats, 22 runs of his 3 innings, again average of 3.6. That strike rate needs to be upped significantly. He's a very stylish batsman, another product of the Dubai Cricket Council's youth development program, and very, very stylish, has all the shots in the books, but just needs a little bit of confidence and needs to work on the mental side of his game.
The first breakthrough was given by Sharon Pinto. Ahan, this time trying to go big over mid-wicket, and the ball sailing over the fielder for the first maximum of this innings.
Well, that didn't look like he was short on any confidence at all, and that's the way he should be playing, irrespective of what the situation is. He's a very, very good batsman, times the ball very well, and he just needs to get that mental side sorted as he's edged that. Again, trying to go over mid-wicket. Saqlain Haider cleans up on deep extra cover, and they run through for a single.
Intentions are very clear this time from Ahan Fernandez. Lofted shot over the point. Just a single. Slowly the score moves to 20. One more delivery left in this over.
Oh, that again did not bounce, and it turned a dot ball. Sharon Pinto completes his spell, and DCC Starlets are 20 for 1 at the end of 3.
And we have the most runs chart is led by Asif Khan Behrouz, 8 innings, 43 average and 301 runs to his name. And just behind him is Ronak Panoli, 6 matches, 42 is the average, and look at the strike rate, 212, 71 best and 212 runs. Yasser Kaleem, Sagar Kalyan and Saqlain Haider follows.
Well, Asif Khan has just been exceptional in this tournament. So have the other 4 batters, but Asif Khan has just been batting at another level in this event. And Ronak has the chance to catch up with him. He's played 2 games less compared to Asif, as they make another bowling change and bring in Saqlain Haider. 6 wickets in his 5 innings. The economy rate of 11.8. That's slightly above par for me. A good average.
I'm very much impressed by Ronak Panoli because these lads are used to play 20, 30, 40 overs. This is completely a new format, and he has quickly adapted to this format and scoring runs for his team. And the talent we can clearly see on the chart. He's on the second position for the most runs in this tournament so far, doing good with the bat.
Yeah, it's an ideal game for a player like Ronak, the 10 over format, because he is aggressive as the floating power play has been taken. So this could be the make or break or the momentum shift over either way, in my opinion. And Saklan, again, he's a wonderful young cricketer, bats well, bowls well. He's had a torrid time of it in the field as Ahan tries to heave that towards cover, gets an inside edge to deep mid wicket. Sharon Pinto cleans up and they've run through for a single.
Smart thinking by the captain Viren Nair, using his spinners. An off-break bowler Ronak Panoli has been kept calm tonight. 7 of 9 deliveries. Definitely he'll be eyeing to take advantage of this floating power play.
And that's screamed by Ronak way over the bowler's head. That sails over the boundary for another 6. That's the second 6 of DCC Starlets innings and the first of Ronak's bat.
You have invited the trouble by bowling that flighted delivery. Saklan and sent out of the park by Ronak Panoli.
Oh, that turned. Well negotiated by Ronak Panoli. He's played that towards deep mid-wicket, towards Darshan Pagrani, who's done well in the field. They've run through for another single.
Slowly a partnership building between Ahan and Ronak Panoli.
Well, it's a smart ploy from Binan, like I said. He's not made the same potential mistakes he made in the earlier games. He's brought all his spinners as Ahan has played that straight again over the bowler's head. One bounce over the ropes. 12 runs off the over so far, and DCC Starlets on the charge as the tournament's 398th 4 has been hit off Ahan's bat.
Look at the timing, just waited and lofted over the bowler's head. One bounce. Ball racing towards the fence. He started off well, Ahan Fernandez.
Well, he looks to be in confidence. He's playing with confidence, and that's what he needs to be doing. Forget about losing your wicket. Just try and score runs. He's tried to heave that towards the deep mid-wicket area. Did not time it. Hit the lower end of the bat, and they've run through for a single.
Tonight he's looking good with the bat. Ahan Fernandez giving company to his captain Ronak Panoli. A bit expensive over by Saklan. So far 13 runs have been scored in this floating power play. One more delivery left. Ronak Panoli on strike.
I feel they should be running a little bit harder and putting a little bit more pressure on the outfielders. As Ronak has cut that back foot punch through the cover region. He's timed that to perfection. He's found the gap to perfection. A wonderful over comes to an end for DCC Starlets. 17 off it. They're 37 for 1.
DCC Starlets have been invited to bat first by Viren Nair, and Ronak Panoli is still out there in the middle. 18 to his name. Punya Mehra scored 6. The Pope form continues for Punya, and Ahan looking good tonight, scoring 13 of just 5 deliveries. So far, no extras has been considered by VTAC bowlers. Disciplined bowling so far. And now he brought his medium fast bowler Sohail Qazi into the attack. Viren Nair.
Well, let's have a look at Sohail Qazi's statistics. 1 wicket in his 5 games. The economy rate is 11.7. Again, a little over par for this tournament. And I just feel, I could be wrong, but again, your spinners have bowled very well. The only time they've conceded runs is in that power play, so why go with the medium pacers? As Sohail Qazi bowls a wayward full toss. He's lucky that Ahan did not get any bat on it. That could have gone sailing over cover. Starts off with a dot ball.
He's testing senior citizen Reggie Mohan, but still a good job done by Reggie.
Again, a ball that did not bounce at all. Hans tried to give that the heave. He's just inside edged it to deep mid-wicket. Veerapandiyan cleans up and they've run through for a single. This is going to be the interesting battle. We'll be to see how Ronak Panoli negotiates Sohail Qazi and what he does with those deliveries. He's spent a fair bit of time in the context of the game at the crease. He's understood now that the ball is turning, it's keeping low, there's no bounce. So it'd be interesting to see how he negotiates this over. And he's hit that high in the air. And another poor effort. Darshan Pagrani, what are you doing, young man? No communication at all. That catch belongs to the fielder who's coming in from the boundary. And there's been some miscommunication between that cover fielder and Darshan, and none of them have ended up going for it. And this might end up costing them big time.
Nicely pulled towards mid-wicket, but this time no mistake has been done by Veerapandiyan. Comes couple of yards and take that catch. Walks back Ahan Fernandez.
Well, a breezy start from Ahan, 14 of his 8 deliveries. As we see, that ball again did not bounce as much as he expected. He got the lower half of the bat. An easy catch taken by Veerapandiyan. He's been one of their best fielders. He's taken a lot of catches for them in this tournament.
At least Sohail Qazi is having a good evening, I would say. The day was tough for Sohail. Ahan Fernandez, 14 of 8 deliveries.
Saqib Palekar is the next man in. Another exciting young batsman. 31 runs in 3 innings, an average of 15.5. His strike rate 163, fairly good. He'd want to pick that up a notch. And he's in with a little bit of time to get some runs, with approximately 5+ overs remaining.
Sohail Qazi got the big wicket of Ahan Fernandez. Walks in Saqib Palekar. As rightly said by Khaiz Bhai, that talented right-hand batter for DCC Starlets. Comes in Sohail Qazi. Trying to heave over mid-wicket, completely beaten in the race. Slower delivery, keeping low.
Well, he was in no position to play that shot. He made up his mind to just go towards that mid-wicket region. That ball was outside off stump. He was perhaps better off playing it straight. As we come to the last ball of DCC Starlets innings halfway stage. And he's come down the wicket again to a slower ball. Did not connect. And they've run through for a leg by as Shayan Pinto cleans up. But at the end of the halfway stage, it's DCC Starlets at 40 for 2. And there's going to be a change in the comm box. Replacing me and Mudassir will be Abdurrahman and Ahmed Khwaja.
Well, thank you, KS and Mudassir Ali. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. That's a scorecard, the bowling scorecard so far. Just the 1 over, the poor over from Saqlain Haider. And Sohail Qazi could have had 2 wickets in the over. Just the 1. Good catch taken by Veerapandiyan. As I welcome Mr. Ahmed Khwaja into the comm box.
Good evening, Abdurrahman, and good evening, everybody watching on Fan Code and, of course, CricTracker on YouTube. Fantastic match taking place between the Starlets and the Volts. And the Volts have not done a bad job here, keeping the scoring in check, and they've lost 2 important wickets. But Ronak Panoli is still out there, the captain leading from the front.
Oh yeah, 19 of 13. Again, that catch, that opportunity. Just watching from the sidelines, Darshan Pagrani ran in and then just stopped because the fielder had extra cover was charging in as well. What an opportunity that would have been. If you get Ronak Panoli out at the halfway stage, the DCC Starlets are going to struggle. Well, Arman Sajanani, 2 wickets to his name. Can he add some more?
Oh, where was Saqib going there? It was absolutely unsighted. He thought he'd driven it through the covers. The ball was tied up in his feet. And if the keeper had grabbed onto it, that would have been a stumping. Very lucky there.
Well, even I thought he had driven it through the covers. Yeah, inside edge. And Reggie Mohan didn't expect that. Reggie Mohan, I'll tell you what, Ahmed. He's about 45 or so, but I've not seen a better glove man in the UAE in the domestic circuit. I can tell you that for a fact.
Well, old is gold, as they say, as you should know. You're already in your mid-50s.
I'm just about getting to 40, man. Just about.
Yeah, whatever. Anyways, Arman Sajanani. Well, the right thing he's doing here is bowling very full. So, according to his field, you don't want to drop short at that pace. And it's been a stop-start kind of innings for the Starlets so far. Looking for some fluency.
Well, in the change in the pitch as well. The oval 2 wicket. Truer than this one. Invariable bounce. And some cut as well for Arman. So far a good over.
And of course, very important stage of the tournament. We're nearing the knockouts. The top 2 ranked teams among the 2 groups of 5 go directly into the semis. Then teams ranked 3 to 8 will compete in the quarters. Pulled away. There's nobody up mid-wicket. We'll plug in the outfield. And this oval 2 looks absolutely immaculate here. Look at that outfield.
It is one of the best outfields in the UAE. And I'm comparing it to the likes of the Dubai Sports Stadium and Abu Dhabi Stadium as well, Ahmed. Pristine, as you said. That grass looks just about perfect.
Yeah, very lush indeed. Well manicured. Oh, it's a top edge from Ronak. Fine leg. Is there anybody there? Nope. It will drop and land in the outfield like a golf ball. And Arman, anytime he's erred onto the pads, he's gotten away with it.
Yeah, and again, as you said, Ahmed, just no fluency in the innings. Even in the shot making, you don't say that very often when Ronak Panoli is batting. 9 times out of 10, that would have gone over square leg for 6. But this one just going over the keeper and plugging in the outfield.
Yeah, fresh pitch perhaps. This time beats him outside off. Wonderful glove work, as you mentioned. And a steady over from Arman. Only 5 runs off it, 45 for 2.
Saqib Palekar, getting a lot of pedigree behind him. His father playing very good cricket here in the UAE. And Sohail Qazi is bowling really well today.
Well, we've reached that stage that we're seeing second generations of UAE cricketers coming through. The best example of that is Mohammad Tokir's young son, Umar Tokir, only about 12, 13 years old. But he's already a fantastic age cricketer. Watch out for that name.
And even Darshan Pagrani, his father Shiva Pagrani, part of the Dubai Cricket Council, and he's played a lot of cricket here in the UAE. Ran a very successful club about 4 years, 5 years back called the Yogi Group, as he bowls a wide. Sohail.
And of course we have the champion Ramiz Shehzad himself. Proud son of ex-UAE cricketer Shehzad Altaf. Maybe we'll be seeing Ramiz Jr. Who knows? Not putting any pressure on him. Beautiful outswinger from Sohail. That ball is certainly hooping under lights here, Abdurrahman.
I have not seen that ball swing as much in the previous games here. There's not a lot of breeze, or you won't say it's cool as it was in the last few days, but definitely some movement from Sohail Qazi. That hooping outswinger.
That has been crashed off the back foot, but protection out there. So far, the Volts are keeping themselves in the game. Only about 3.5 overs remaining. And the Starlets need to get a move on big time. They want to add at least 50 runs in the next 3.5.
Yeah, but they have to get to that 95 up to 100. Because VTAC Volts, we've seen, they've got an indifferent batting, but they have batsmen who can chip in, especially the likes of Saqlain Haider, Sheridan and Sheldon as well. Oh, he's bowled him. Sohail Qazi gets another wicket. Very good Yorker. I tell you what, he's having a better day in the field than he was on Facebook in the morning.
Well, that's a ripper from Sohail Qazi. Very full, right into the block hole. And Palekar just played all around it. Another wicket goes down for the Starlets. Saqib just couldn't get going. 3 off 7. And now it's 48 for 3. New batter in is Shamim Ali. Very talented young right arm fast bowler and can certainly bat as well. He's perfectly enough for this format. And he needs to bring out those big hits, Abdurrahman.
Oh, yes, look at that. Not a very good record. 125 strike rate, but a best of 30 for him. So he can score the big runs, as you said. And they'll need a 30 odd from him right now.
Nicely glided down to third. And Sohail Qazi, he's bowled a fantastic spell. Possibly a match-winning one here.
If you can get another wicket, that of Ronak Panoli just before the spell finishes, will cap off a dream day for him in the field. Starlets 49 for 3. They're going at 7 and over. They need another 15-20 run over here, Ahmed.
Most certainly. This time sliced away over point. Once again not in control. And Ronak will keep the strike. 50 up, but it's been a laborious effort. 50 for 3 after 7. And Sohail Qazi, fantastic spell. Only given away 7 runs and picked up 2 wickets. (24 of 19). Ronak Panoli still out there. They were expecting big runs from Punya Mehra and Ahan Fernandez, but he just couldn't deliver. Saqib also looked quite uncomfortable. But Shamim Ali is now out there. Sailesh, Saad and Vansh to come. So somebody has to pick up that willow and aim for the fences. Time is running out for the Starlets.
Well, I think this is the over. Ronak Panoli is going to target the young and inexperienced Arman Sajnani.
Yeah, but it's that kind of a green surface that is aiding the Pacers. Let's see if he can step up. Nice looking crunch through the covers once again. But, oh, they're pushing for 2. He's turned him back. Where was Shamim Ali going? In fact, it was Ronak, but Shamim Ali did not look at his partner at all.
Yeah, that's poor running, you have to say. You don't want your captain getting run out just because you didn't see where he was going. He always called for 2. Look at that start from Ronak Panoli, pushing hard for the first and then just turned and ran. He's actually run 2.
Beautiful back glide there from Shamim Ali. That's more like it. Using the crease, playing it extremely late, and found the gap to perfection.
That's why he wanted to keep strike. Shamim Ali likes batting against the medium pacers. But this is a good cricketing shot. Third man up in the circle, and he's found that gap. Very important boundary this for the DCC Starlets.
I need plenty more.
Time, Arman, take your time.
So let's see if Arman needs to just pull a touch straighter. He has protection on the leg side. Yeah, that's where you need to be. 6 out of 6. Well bowled, and he's scampering after himself, and they will pick up 2 big square boundaries here at the 7s.
Good running, good game awareness as well. The VTAC Vaults fielders not very quick off the line. We saw that with those 2 chances when the ball went in the air. So as soon as it was played in the gap in these big 7s outfields, the 2 was always on.
Can they restrict him to about 85? That could make it a heck of a game. Once again, it's worked straight to extra. They will scamper on the misfield. Vinan just taking his eyes off the ball. But so far, the men in black and red have done a very good job in the field.
58 for 3, DCC Starlets. VTAC Vaults, they're one of the few teams that likes to chase no matter what the situation. Defenders, the other one. And we saw that upset, defenders beating IGM. Could we see another one here?
Picked up towards square leg. That is Ronak Panoli at his best. Look at that hand speed. And look at that distance on that maximum.
Well, Ahmed, you did mention this just before the game started. Ronak is batting with mental clarity. And that's exactly what it is. That ball was supposed to be hit towards square leg. And he's played that. Didn't drag it towards mid-wicket. Didn't try anything funky. And what a hit. What a 6.
Well, when you've got that kind of striking ability, no need to be funky at all. The game comes easy to you. Once again, crunched towards that cover sweeper. And it's good that he's going to retain the strike. So, a pretty decent spell from young Arman. 65 for 3 at the end of 8.
The bowling card then, Sharan Pinto, Sohail Qazi and Arman Sajnani, all 3 bowling their spells. Sohail Qazi the pick with 2 wickets. And Sharan Pinto, not bad, bowling in the power play, picking up a wicket as well. But they have those 2 overs. Who will they bowl here? Ahmed is the question. Do they continue with Saklan and Vinan, or they bring in another option? They do have Darshan Pagrani in the lineup as well. Interesting that he hasn't bowled an over.
Most certainly, now may be the time. And I believe they've completed their power play overs as well. And it is going to be some leg spin being introduced here. Well, it's a slight risk, but we've seen that it's been a tough surface to bat on. Darshan Pagrani, as you mentioned, 5 wickets in the tournament, and he's only going to bowl 1 over. That's very, very interesting.
Where he has become their 9th over specialist, so to speak. Bowls the 9th over in almost every game.
Picked up, launched towards long on, and it will be 6. Beautiful clean strike from Ronak Panoli.
Well, that's at least 90, 95 meters. And it was effortless, to say the least, from Ronak Panoli. Just dragged it and middled it to perfection.
Nothing wrong with the delivery at all. Good length, straight, but that was enough. That is the form Ronak is in these days. And now Darshan has been warned. Goes for it again. Slightly wider outside off. Good areas.
Oh, that first 6 as a leg spinner, I can tell you, if I bowl like that, I'm expecting the batsman to go towards extra cover or towards that cover fielder. But such is his form, he just drags it over long on for a maximum.
You can see that Starlets dugout's not particularly comfortable at this stage of the game. Oh, using his feet there, Shamim Ali, and he's found the extra cover win and Nair. Well, that was catching practice, and Darshan gets his 6th wicket of the X10.
Oh, and this is why that question that Ahmed Khwaja asked, just the 1 over Darshan Pagrani's bowling, especially on this wicket, because could that come back to haunt the VTAC Volts? Shamim Ali goes back for 8 of 5 deliveries, and DCC Starlets now 72 for 4. An easy chance for the captain, and a good celebration there by DP.
Sailesh J. Shankar coming in at number 6. Tall, lanky fast bowler. He will really enjoy bowling on this track. But meanwhile, we need him to get some runs. Once again, Darshan very accurate.
Again, tossed up delivery, not bouncing as much. And Darshan Pagrani did get hit for 6th first ball. And so far he's recovered. But he's got Ronak Panoli to deal with again now.
2 deliveries remaining in his spell for the day. Ronak goes over mid-wicket this time. Look at that dancing feet. But he's found the fielder. He chose the longest boundary and unfortunately has holed out.
While Darshan Pagrani does have the last laugh. Got it for 6 first ball. And what a comeback in the over. 2 big wickets and none bigger than this one here. The bigger boundary. And Sheridan Hatfield, keeper. And you can see why he's the keeper. Interesting way to take the catch.
Yeah, just that whip he put on it, dragged it towards deep mid-wicket and well stationed there. Not a convincing catch, but held all the same. 39 of 25. A good innings by the captain of DCC Starlets. 73 for 5.
Mira.
Jayaditya Malik coming in at number 7. Not many runs under his belt, but he only has about 7 deliveries to contend with. And Darshan, fabulous over. He's got a slip in there now. Oh, big hoik across the line from Jayaditya, and he will retain the strike. 74 for 5 with 6 balls to go. So the captain of VTAC Volts taking the responsibility of the final 6 balls. And the Starlets will need at least 16 runs. They need to get up to about 90. This has been belted hard towards long off and just bounced in front of him. Well, what was that, Abdurrahman?
I have no idea. Honestly, I don't know what Saklan Heather was doing. Either you go for the catch or you try to save the boundary. In the end, he's done neither. And you have to say that that's a very poor effort. That should have at least been stopped from going for 4.
Well, I would change that fielder as soon as possible. These are valuable runs. You don't want to be chasing too many on this spicy track. Slog towards mid-wicket this time. It will plug in the outfield. Are they going to push for 2 on Darshan's throw? Nope. Not interested.
They do have a lot of spin bowling options as well, the DCC Starlets. So mentally, they'll be thinking of a score that they know they can defend.
Waited for that one. An absolute age. And they're going to run on the throw this time. Has he been run out? I think he's made it. But we'll need to go upstairs to the third umpire for confirmation.
But Sohail Qazi seems to be everywhere today in the field. Didn't get any timing on that. I don't think that was a good enough throw. Just one bounce into the hands. This could be very close. Oh, he's done well. He's dragged his bat. I think he's safe.
Good technique there. Slid his bat early. And by the time Vinan dislodged the bails, I think he might be safe. Let's take a look. Here we go. It's touch and go. And the bat is down and he is in. Yeah, he's in. Excellent running. Good technique from the Starlets.
Yeah, throw just a bit wide. Couple of inches near the stumps. And that would have been curtains for Jaiditya Malik.
Flatter, quicker. They're going to push for 2 once again. Sohail Qazi on the move. And this time, oh, a misfield. And they've made it back for 2. Good desperation between the 22 yards. And Sohail Qazi, he really hurried to the ball. Just took his eye off it in the crucial moment.
Just looked up for that millisecond. And that's when he lost the ball. But talking about looks, that look Vinan Nair gave him. It's one of those looks where you just want the ground to open and swallow you whole.
Well, all things considered, it's been a pretty decent over from the captain. Not gone for too many. Just 10 runs so far. And it's a dot ball to conclude. So 84 for 5 is what the Starlets have managed in their 10 overs. And the body language says it all, Abdurrahman.
Yeah, just below par. They score 84. And the VTAC Wolves will think they're in with a chance here to win another game. That table is going to blow up if they win it, because DCC Starlets were positioned nicely. But very good bowling effort this from the VTAC Wolves. And it's only thanks to that innings from Ronak Panoli that DCC Starlets managed 84.
Well, that is the batting scorecard for you. Ronak Panoli, the star of the show, 39 of 25. Punya and Ahan did not really deliver, nor could Saqib or Shamim. Sailesh Jaishankar and Jaiditya Malik just added what they could. 2 extras, very disciplined effort there from the Volts.
Yeah, look at that bowling card. 2 wickets for Sohail Qazi, 2 wickets for Darshan Pagrani, but just the 1 over. And that could be the difference right there. Sharan Pinto, Vinan Nair bowling steadily. And it was Saklan Heather who went the maximum number of runs, 17 in his 1 over. 84 for the loss of 5 wickets, the DCC Starlets.
Well, let's take a look at the innings highlights for you. It was Vinan Nair who opened up, and it was Ronak Panoli who opened up as well. Over the top, that was a princely looking shot. Straight to the fielder. Good catching in the outfield from the Volts today. Then Ahan Fernandez tried to step on one. Chose the longest boundary and cleared it. And Ronak, fast hands, beautiful execution into the side screen. Sohail Qazi then came in and couldn't connect there. Taken at deep mid wicket once again. And that was a picture perfect Yorker to get Palekar. Then Arman Sangrani came in for some punishment. Beautiful pickup shot from Ronak Panoli towards square leg. But then Darshan, excellent over he bowled. First he was hit for a 6. Another beautiful shot from Ronak. But he had the last laugh, leading edge to extra cover. And then the big fish himself, It was a sweet connection, but the longest boundary in Sheridan made no mistake. And Vinay Nair then bowled a very tidy final over. This was a poor misfield, but he only conceded 10 overall. So 85 runs is the target for VTAC Volts to get their final victory of the group stage. We'll take a short break and be right back for their run chase. So stay tuned.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fan Code DCC X10 Rapid Fire Division 1, live from the Sevens Cricket Stadium. It's the DCC Starlets versus the VTAC Wolves, match number 28, and the first game for today. And if you're just joining us, well, VTAC Wolves won the toss, decided to field first, and DCC Starlets, thanks to that 39 from Ronak Panoli, managing 84 in the allotted 10 overs. Ahan, the only other batsman in double figures. And then in the bowling, it was Sohail Qazi and Darshan Pagrani who picked up 2 wickets each, and steady spells from Sharon Pinto and Vinan Nair. We're just about to start the second innings as I welcome Ahmed into the comm box.
Thank you very much, Abdurrahman. Very tidy bowling performance from VTAC Wolves. Now it's over to their batters to step up to the mark. Certainly a very chaseable target of 85. And it's Sheridan Hatfield, the big powerhouse, opening up for them.
Oh, this is a good decision here. They are missing Mazhar Hussain, so they've sent in the powerhouse, as he said. And he hasn't batted a lot in this tournament. He's an opener by trade, Sheridan. So this is good to see. Aggressive from Vinan. They want to get that total done and dusted quickly.
Only a best of 19 in the tournament, but if he gets going, he'll certainly rectify those batting figures very, very quickly. It was going to be Sailesh Jaishankar opening the bowling for the Starlets. Nicely glided away. And Sheridan is underway. Saqlain Haider, the other opening batter for the Wolves.
Well, the one thing you'll see the DCC Starlets try is to get him run out. Won't see a lot of twos with Sheridan Hatfield. He's had an injury problem with his knee for quite some time. What a tournament this lad is having. Saqlain Haider, 148 strike rate, 135 runs.
Yeah, he's been the epitome of consistency for the Wolves. And they need him to deliver once more. Try to sneak in to those quarterfinal spots. Smacked! Over cover point. Well, short and wide. And that thwack could be heard around the sevens.
Oh, yeah, just going to say that. We're quite a bit far away from the ground, and we heard it all the way in the comm box. And the perfect delivery to get off the mark. Short, wide. Sat up nicely for Saqlain. What a way to get off the mark.
That's the shot of a quality player. And Sailesh needs to be a lot fuller, a lot straighter. 2 wickets in the tournament. Very good economy rate for somebody bowling in power play. That one came in and just cut away behind point with a lot of ease. That just shows you what kind of form Saqlain is in.
Oh yeah, and again, intent and effort in that shot. Cut in off the pitch. Good thinking there from Sailesh.
And of course, the Starlets, 6 games played previously, won 3, lost 3. So this is a very crucial game for them. They need the 2 points to advance in the points table. They would be eyeing a spot directly into the semis. They still have that opportunity if they can get some W's here. Sheridan with a ferocious strike and just bounced off Sailesh there. He looks all right though.
Oh, he's done really well to save a boundary. That was really hard. And in the side of the boot, that's very lucky for both Saqlain Haider and Sailesh.
Yeah, that hit the bone there, so he's all right. Strong lad. Really impressive young fast bowler. He has a big future ahead of him. Good balanced run up. Oh, just shying away from the ball. Saqlain needs to go towards it rather than look to always create room for the offside.
Yeah, and again, the second time the ball is cut in. So as you said, he's trying to make room. That's not going to be an easy shot to play. The sneak a single.
Yeah, good awareness from Sheridan. They're keeping the scoreboard ticking. They only require 8.5 and over. So job done so far. Ringfield on the offside. Deep fine leg and a deep third. Orthodox field for the big strapping fast bowler. Perhaps that mid-wicket could come in a bit closer. Swung away. Will be a wide.
Well, they bat very deep, the VTAC Wolves. They have the likes of Fahad Abusher and Darshan Pagrani who can hit the ball hard. Sheldon De Cruz as well. There's no need to go into your shell. just chase it hard, especially the power play, the 2 overs up top and then that floating power play. We've seen a lot of runs come in those overs.
Yeah, they need to utilize that optional power play well here. This time it's gone straight up, miscued, and dropped. Well, can you believe it? Ronak is livid with his fielder.
Well, it's the 12th man, Saad Abdullah, who's come in. I'm not sure who is in for. Beg your pardon, he is in the playing 11. But that was a Skyer and an easy chance. The captain right next to him. And he's telling him, you should have let me to handle it.
Yeah, that's a poor effort. Their coach Salman Farooq will not be happy. Productive over for the Wolves, 10 for none. Six wickets in the tournament for the skipper. Already has the orange cap. And now some left arm spin. Very good economy rate as well, Abdurrahman.
Right. Again, bowls a lot in the power play. Oh, he switched it. And what a switch it was. Well, Ronak Panoli had seen that switch from about 1.5 miles away. Still didn't adjust it. In fact, bowled the perfect full toss.
Well, wouldn't it have been easier to take it on the full and play it on the offside? But the reverse it is. And it comes off for Sheridan. So immediate pressure on Ronak Panoli here. Early boundary. And that's better. Just drifting in the air considerably.
Well, if I'm Ronak Panoli, I'm just pulling out of my run-up. I mean, if the man is just switched completely and you've not delivered the ball, just pull out of your run-up.
15 for none. Decent start here for the Wolves. They're putting the Starlets under a bit of pressure. Backs away Saklan Heather and lofts it, beats the mid off. Another subpar fielding effort and another priceless boundary.
Well, Saklan Heather giving some back to Ronak Panoli. Got hit for 2 boundaries straight down the ground. And he's already had 1. Gave himself a lot of room. And again, Ronak Panoli just chasing the batsman instead of targeting the stumps.
Yeah, mid-off was a touch wide there. Oh, that's a no ball. That's been carted over point for a 6. So that is going to be very, very expensive indeed for the Starlets.
Well, Ronak Panoli trying to do everything himself. And this is a very poor start to what could be a very expensive game-changing over. You have the bowling options, you have the fast bowlers, but he's gone for himself. And a 6. What a shot. What timing and what bat he has.
Brilliant batting, Saklan Heather. He has been the star of the show so far. Oh, this time got too close to it. And just dribbled away to long on. So the free hit not really capitalized, but they wouldn't mind a single bit.
Well, it's always the case. That free hit delivery, the best of the over.
17 runs off it. And this time he pulls out. Well, have you got a Bluetooth headset on there, Ronak? You're listening to Abdurrahman's commentary and his advice.
Yeah, well done. Good check there.
Slower in the air and straight to cover. But they could not execute a run out here. But that's something better. So Sheridan, inventive. Let's see. Don't want to make a mistake here. You've already taken plenty off the over. He goes for it again. And it goes straight to extra. Well, is he trialing to be a right-hand batter here, Sheridan? 28 for none. Well, there you can see the signal from the umpire optional batting power play taken immediately. So now 3 fielders allowed outside the ring. And who would you turn to, Abdurrahman?
Well, he's going with the medium pacer, Jayaditya Malik. Not a bad option. He's had a good tournament so far. Shamim Ali, right on your screen at the moment, would have been another option as well. I don't think he's going to bowl a spinner in the power play, that's for sure.
I would have gone for Shamim Ali. I'm a big fan of the lad. But Jayaditya it is. And Sheridan, what's he going to show us in this over? Maybe through the legs? Something fanciful. And Jayaditya, let's see if he can step up to the mark.
Well, look out for those flicks towards square leg and fine leg. Plays the ball very late, Sheridan Hatfield. And Jayaditya Malik aiming for those Yorkers, those in-swingers.
Right then, here we go. Oh, nicely bowled. Nicely played behind point. Once again, the fielding not helping the bowlers here. Boundary conceded.
Intelligent cricket. Third man and point in the circle. And all he had to do was find that gap, and he did it to perfection.
Wasn't a bad delivery. Maybe slightly wide. But that short third, with that early dive just beyond his reach. And it's gone all the way for 4. Lightning fast outfield.
Yeah, as you said, that grass just about perfect to dive on.
For once, an orthodox off drive from Sheridan. 14 off 9. He plays his own way, and it's working so far. And the main man, Saqlain Haider, 17 of just 6 deliveries. Yeah, I know you're a bat aficionado, Abdurrahman. Clearly salivating over that willow in his hand.
Yeah, I'll need to find out what brand that is. Make sure I have that in my collection. All my bats are basically in cold storage.
Jayaditya, third delivery. Oh, flick towards mid-wicket. And he's deep right on the edge of the ring. So it's a safe single.
Now what a start this from VTAC Vaults. 34 already. We're just in the third over. This could be an 8-over run chase if they keep batting like this.
Yeah, most certainly. The Starlets need to make something happen. They do have the likes of Shamim Ali. Saad Abdullah can bowl as well. Ronak, well, he might not bowl again after that horror first over. Flicked in the gap. He had just moved towards square leg. And, well, it's a matter of inches this game, isn't it, Abdurrahman?
Absolutely. And again, good game awareness from Sheridan. Getting a chance to open the batting today. And he's making it count. Well, Saad Abdullah, just about a couple of days back, took a hat-trick and a 5-wicket haul in a T20 game locally here. So he must be in good form and good rhythm. Bring him on.
Completely agree. Give the youngster a go. Oh, once again, toe end of the bat. There is protection down the ground with Shamim Ali. And they're scuttling for 2 and they've made it.
Well, look at him limping all the way. But he's running for his teammate, Sheridan Hatfield. And he's run really well.
Yeah, he's not as fit as he used to be. Has been struggling with some injury issues. But certainly giving it his all. It's an important game for the votes. 20 of 8 now for Saqlain Haider. He's playing a potentially match-winning hand here. Very clean striker of the ball. Quite impressive. And this time he carves it over cover. Over the infield. It will be reined in by young Saad Abdullah. And that's a good throw, but he will be thinking about that drop catch. So steady over from Jayaditya. 39 for none. And power plays are done and dusted.
Well, Sheridan and Saqlain, the two batsmen, still in there. They have the captain Vinan Nair, Sheldon, good batsman as well. Fahad Abu Sher, he hits the ball very hard. Reggie Mohan, the keeper, and Darshan, all of them very capable with the bat. So is Veera Pandian.
They certainly have the depth in the batting order. It's all about maintaining the momentum. So like you mentioned, Saad Abdullah coming off a sparkling performance in a side game. Let's see if he can deliver under the lights here at the sevens. And Sheridan, you can see, slightly struggling with the hard running. I think he won't be wasting any time here chasing young Saad. 2 wickets in the tournament already for him. Reverse. And just gonna plug in front of the deep cover there. Well, that seems to be his game plan against spin. I'm gonna bat right-handed. Left-handed, pardon me.
Well, it is the longer boundary on the leg side, so it doesn't make sense to go with that switch hit.
Hard cut shot. Good fielding by the point fielder. Need to get a hand on it. He saved at least a couple of runs.
Oh yeah, Zain Hamid at point. He bowls leg spin as well. Yeah, Sheridan, I think he's going to go for that switch hit again. Try to go over point.
There he goes. And this time he's been beaten outside off. Well, this seems to be a concerted plan. And the bowler should be prepared for it as well.
Well, that's well bowled in the end by Saad. That would have been a wide if he was standing right-handed.
This time it's missed everything, including the keeper. Incredible stuff here from Sheridan. 44 needed of 39. Look at that. I think it was the googly. Yes, it was. Nicely bowled by Saad. He has all the little tricks up his sleeve. Saklan steps out over the umpire, over everybody, and wonderful work there by the captain, setting the tone in the field.
And they've only taken one. That's how good that fielding effort was from Ronak Panoli. Full stretch drive, saving the boundary.
That was hit with a lot of power. Seemed a certain boundary, but here he comes. Nicely done. Sliced straight to backward point. The first time he's played the spinner as an orthodox batter, he's out. Caught at point.
Oh, Sheridan should have gone for the switch hit again. But Zain Hamid, safe pair of hands. He doesn't drop many. And cut right into him. Low catch. Very well done. And Saad Abdullah gets the first wicket. Sheridan Hatfield walks out for 16. VTAC was 43 for 1 at the end of 4 overs.
Shamim Ali. Well, he seems to be feeling a bit of a chill out there. Got that upper on. But they need him to come into the bowling attack. Really, really promising young fast bowler. And a sweet lad. Very, very committed to his cricket. I wish him all the best for his cricketing future.
Oh, yes, absolutely. It has to change to metros and take a bus to get to where we are at the moment. And that's commitment for you. You hear stories of the old generation of players walking for miles to get to a ground. And as you said, such a nice lad as well, Shamim. He has a big role to play here, though. Those 2 overs are very important for DCC Starlets.
Nicely cut away. Beats the point fielder. There is a very wide-ish deep third. New batter in is Veerapandian Arivalagan. Let's see what he can produce with the bat.
They've sent him in as a pinch hitter. Has been batting very low down the order, Veerapandiyan. 109 strike rate, 1-6 and 1-4 in the 4 innings so far.
Well, he's certainly well built for the role. Big, powerful lad. Strong forearms. Let's see if Shamim Ali though can get one to nip off the surface. Wonderful punch there. Echoed right around the park, and he's off the mark quite confidently.
Must be feeling very good with that shot. Didn't go for a boundary, but as you said, middle of the bat. And that's what you want. Get off the mark quickly and hit that first ball with the middle of your bat.
Yeah, even a front foot defense, if it's right out of the middle, it feels really good. Your technique is in order. You're seeing the ball well. You're timing it well. This time, that has been absolutely crushed to the cover boundary. What a shot from Saqlain Haider.
Well, Saqlain Haider did one thing right, and that was he chased the ball, found the gap. There would have been a wide had he left it, but he backed himself to clear that point fielder. And a crucial boundary this. The runs had halted a bit for the VTAC Vaults. This will give that pressure some release.
Well, dad joke coming up. This will give them that jolt of electricity. Thank you very much. Oh, this has gone up. Long on. He has a chance here. Yes, taken by Sailesh. And Shamim Ali gets the major breakthrough. Saqlain Haider with one shot too many.
They are trying to force the issue there. Saqlain Haider. That was not a ball to hit towards long on. When you have that boundary in the over, just get the singles and doubles. They just need 8 and over. Actually 7 and over from here. But another wicket falls. Back-to-back wickets for the DCC Starlets now. Saqlain Haider walking back for 29 of 14 deliveries. And VTAC Vaults 49 for 2. Well, in walks the captain, Vinan Nair. He's not had a good tournament with the bat. Has a hat-trick to his name with the ball. But those numbers don't do justice to his talent. 36 needed of 32 deliveries. Can we see a close game here? A Yorker. And a single taken. Well, they just need 7 runs and over from here to win the game. They already have the 7 in this Shamim Ali over. And the 50 comes up for the VTAC Vaults. Goes for the Yorker this time. Misses his length. And a single. So good over in the end for both teams. They keep up with the run rate. But DCC Starlets take a wicket as well. 51 for the loss of 2 VTAC Vaults at the end of 5. And to take you to the end of the innings is going to be Qais Farooq and Mudassir Ali.
DCC Starlets bowling card, Sailesh Jaishankar, no wicket for 10 runs off his 1 over. Ronak Panoli, expensive, 18 off his 1 over. Jayaditya Malik has conceded 11 off his 1 over. Saad Abdullah comes back and he's bowled a brilliant googly. Completely bamboozled Veera Pandyan. The furniture has been disturbed and VTAC Wolves have lost their third wicket.
Brilliant piece of bowling. Slow in the air and a googly. Bamboozled. Walks back. Hard hitting batter. Veera Pandyan in a bit trouble. 51 for 3.
Well, do we have a twist in the tail? Is it possible for DCC Starlets to come back into the game? They're under the pump with 7 wickets in hand and a little over 7 runs an over required. You'd have to count on the batting team to deliver the goods. But with the young boys, with youth, and with some of the bowlers that they have, some of the capabilities that they possess, it could be anybody's game. But DCC Starlets do need a cluster of wickets to come back into the game and make a fight of it.
Sheldon De Cruz, the new batter, walks in 3 innings, 16 runs. Not in a rich form. Now it's up to VTAC Wolves. Match is in their control. The captain Vinan Nair faced just one delivery. The wonder boy Saad Abdullah got 2 wickets to his name, gave away just 3 runs. Last couple of days he was brilliant with the ball, Saad Abdullah. Thick outside edge, wanted to drive. Nicely bowled by Saad Abdullah. A flighted delivery, slow in the air.
Well, I feel DCC Starlets captain has missed the trick a little bit over here. That we haven't seen their fast bowlers use any slower balls, and with Ronak being at the crease when he was batting, he would have seen how the pitch was behaving. So I just feel he's not utilized his bowling options as effectively as he could have. As Vinan just comes down the wicket, misses it, he's going to run through for a leg bye.
They need to walk in the fielders who are on the 30-yard circle. Couple of easy runs have been given away in this over. 32 still needed of 27 deliveries. Saad Abdullah into his second over.
That's very well bowled. Another googly. He's getting a little bit of bounce. He's got his tail up from that 6-wicket haul he had a couple of nights ago in a domestic tournament. So he's full of confidence at the moment. But he needs to make a statement in the next 2 balls. Perhaps get another wicket for his team. Oh, that's been crunched by Sheldon towards that wide long off area. He's going to start off with his boundary.
This time a bit fuller. What a drive by Sheldon De Cruz. Got that all-important boundary in this over.
28 required of 25 balls as we come down to the end of the 6th over. And that did not bounce, but Sheldon's managed to pull that towards deep mid-wicket. Punya Mehra cleans up. They've run through for a single, and VTAC Wolves a 58 for 3 at the end of 6.
bit expensive tonight. The captain comes back to bowl the second over. And straight away, lofted over extra cover. Brilliant shot by Sheldon de Cruz. A maximum welcomes Ronak Panoli.
Well, he put that in his arc, didn't he? And it's a flat screamer that's gone over the boundary. A little bit surprised again with Ronak's tactics. He's got a couple of other spinning options in the team. You've got Punya Mehra. I know Ahan throws his arms around. Shane Saldana, who got 3 wickets, 3 IGM wickets when all of these boys were not in the side, and he hasn't been given a bowl today.
Just got carried away, Ronak Panoli. He misses the trick. And if at all they lose this match, it will hurt them badly. Then net run rate will also come into play.
Yeah, they can't afford to leave it to chance, with a couple of games remaining in the league stages. And just for some interesting stats, Shane Saldana's statistics against IGM were 2 overs, 17 for 3. He picked up Asif Khan, he picked up Yasir Kaleem, and he picked up Sandeep Singh, all in the same game. And he hasn't been given a ball.
Poor captaincy. You need to trust your bowlers. Under bit pressure, the captain Ronak Panoli, Sheldon de Cruz cruising well. Moved to 13 of 6 deliveries.
Another flighted full toss that's been hit towards that long off region. Punya Mehra cleans up. They're going to run through for a single. They don't need to do anything silly, VTAC Volts, right now. They know they're ahead of this game. 18 required of 19 balls. It's DCC Starlets who need to do something special, as that's a play and a miss. And we come to the end of the 7th over. VTAC Volts 67 for 3. We look at the VTAC Volts batting card. Sheridan, 16 of 14 balls. Sakleen Haider, what a turnaround he's had in the tournament with his batting. 29 of 14. Veerapandian was cleaned up by Saad for 2 of 3. Vinan Nair, the captain, is at the crease, 2 of 5. And Sheldon has played a breezy knock of 14 for 7. 4 extras conceded as we get down to the business end of the last 3 overs of the inning.
It will be interesting to see whom the captain will trust here. Still couple of wickets, they are back in business. DCC. I really don't understand. The surface is helping the spinners and slower bowlers. And in the meanwhile, he bought Jaditya Malik back in the attack.
Well, again, they've gone with the strategy of relying on their medium pacers. As we have a look at the field, a deep square leg, deep mid wicket, deep long on, third man's in the circle, deep extra cover and long off. And again, a wide, wayward delivery from Jaditya. This is very, very poor from DCC Starlets. I really feel the captain has missed the trick over here. And again, if he's brought a medium pacer on, I feel the instruction to the medium pacer should have been to bowl those slower balls. But again, I did not see any slower balls, maybe barring a couple being bowled by the DCC Starlets medium pacers during the first 7 overs where they've actually bowled. So they've not recognized the wicket, they've not recognized the conditions, and it has cost them, as Sheldon has screamed that over the deep long off fielder for another maximum. This is very, very poor cricket. Very poor cricket from DCC Starlets.
A brilliant looking shot just coming down the track and heaved over long off. Couple of maximum to his name, Sheldon de Cruz. Clicking at the right time for VTAC Volts.
Well, I think we're in for the fourth consecutive upset of this Fancode DCC X10 event. We've seen 3 already as the wicketkeepers missed that now. And that's gone to that third man area for another boundary. It looked like Vansh was a little bit late on that ball. Yeah, he was wrong-footed. His entire weight was on his left leg, and by the time he got around to getting towards the ball, it was too late. Sheldon's going to take that. It doesn't matter where the runs come from. They're just coming, and now VTAC Volts needs 7 runs to win of 16 balls.
Unlucky this time. Ball coming into the right-hand batter, taking the outside edge of Sheldon De Cruz. He's in a hurry to finish this match off. Once again, stepping down. This time it was way outside the off stump. Zain, the point, covers just a single. 6 needed of 15 deliveries. What a performance by VTAC Volts.
Well, the stand-in captain of the DCC Starlets side when Ronak is not around, Zain Hamid. He's such a brilliant kid, full of energy all the time. Just sidetracking from the game. But anyway, I can't understand the thinking behind the captain's decision making in terms of who he's bowled during the innings. As that ball's been played to Zain Hamid again, they don't run through for a single. It won't matter to them. They need 6 of 14 deliveries, plenty of time to get the runs on the board.
I still believe, Khaizbhai, they are in the process, these young lads, where they're learning this game, how to handle the pressure. They were brilliant throughout the tournament. Still, they have a chance, couple of matches. 1 win, they can secure their place in the knockouts.
Yeah, they're just trying to make it difficult for themselves like Pakistan did in the World Cup. As Vinan has played that beautifully straight over the bowler's head. We're not sure whether it's a 6 or a 4. I think that one's going to go upstairs. And that may be the end of the game if it's a maximum.
We are just checking whether it's a boundary or a maximum. It will be interesting to see what decision the third umpire will give here. But brilliant shot, a fuller delivery, lofted over the bowler's head by Vinan Nair. I think it just bounced before the rope.
Yeah, you're right. Four runs given. So 2 required of 13 deliveries. Jaiditya has had an expensive day out. 27 runs conceded. And again, apart from 1 ball that we saw in, I think, the 3rd or the 4th ball of his second over, no slower balls used. And another ball in the slot that's been dispatched by Vinan Nair over that point region, and that's the end of the game.
Vintage Vinan Nair, a brilliant shot to finish the match and get those 2 points for his team. After winning the toss, inviting DC Starlets to bat first. They bowled brilliantly, and when they came out, they were in full control. A good start given by Sheridan and Sakleen, at last winning this match by 7 wickets. VTAC Wolves.
Well, they come joint with DCC Starlets on 6 points now, and they've completed their quota of 8 games. DCC Starlets still have 1 game in hand. I believe that's against Defenders. But it's going to be a make or break for them now. They've dug themselves into a little hole that they're going to have to get out of themselves. I feel an overall poor performance. Their batting did not fire today, but they still had a reasonable, it's a below par score, yes, but a reasonable score on the board. And they just weren't able to capitalize with their bowling options and how their bowlers bowl, as we have a look at VTAC Volts' batting line. Sheridan, 16 of 14 balls. Sakleen Heather, again, 29 of 14. He's starting to find some touch. Veerapandian went cheaply. And Vinan Nair and Sheldon finished off the game with 2 overs to spare. scoring 10 and 25 respectively.
The bowling chart of DCC Starlets doesn't look good. Sailesh Jaishankar. Sailesh Jaishankar 1 over 10 runs. Ronak Panoli, the captain, was expensive. So Jaditya Malik 2 overs 31. Saad Abdullah was brilliant, 2 overs 9 runs, 2 wickets. Shamim Ali 1 over 8 runs, 1 wicket. But in this lineup, where is Shane Saldana? I'm surprised Khazbhai did not use Shane, who was brilliant against IGM.
Good point. As we have a look at the highlights, well, Saqlain Heather, he started off with a bang, didn't he? He was looking really good. He got those runs early. He put DCC Starlets under pressure from the get-go, and they kind of never recovered from it.
Then came Saad Abdullah getting that first breakthrough. Sheldon getting hold at point. Trying to go big. Saqlain perishes at long on. Veera Pandyan completely beaten by Saad Abdullah. Then it was Sheldon De Cruz coming for the rescue for VTAC Volts. A nice looking shot played over the long off for a maximum. Then it was captain. Back-to-back boundary from the blade of Vinan Nair and securing those 2 points for VTAC Volts. What a performance they had. And looking at the match summary, it was Ronak Panoli, 39 of 25. Ahan Fernandez was looking good, but at the wrong time he got out. Shamim Ali scored 8. And talking about the bowling, Sohail was brilliant, 2 overs 7 runs, 2 wickets to his name. Darshan 2 wickets to his name. Sharon, the experienced Sharon Pinto, 2 overs 14, 1 wicket. And when the chase started, it was all about Saqlain Heather, 29 of just 14 deliveries. Sheldon De Cruz played a brilliant cameo, remaining unbeaten on 25. The pick of the bowlers for Starlets is Saad, who got 2 wickets to his name in 2 overs, and Shamim Ali 1 wicket. VTAC Volts at last winning by 7 wickets. And let's head down in the middle where Ahmed Khwaja is there for the post-match presentation. Over to you, Ahmed.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the post-match presentation of the fan code DCC X10 Division 1 at the 7 Stadium in Dubai. It's match number 28 that is concluded. It was VTAC Volts taking on Dubai Starlets, and of course VTAC Volts won the toss, elected to bowl first, and that was a very wise decision as they restricted DCC Starlets to just 84 runs, and they chased that down with 2 overs to spare. We had a lot of notable performances by Saqlain, 29 of 14, and Sheldon De Cruz, 25 of 10. And now we have time for the post-match presentation. It's Mr. Shiju Sam, our match referee, who will present the award. But it goes to one man, Sohail Qazi, for his outstanding performance. 2 overs, 2 wickets for just 7 runs as he set the stage for the Volts to dominate the game. Sohail, it was your final group game, and that was a big morale boost to get a victory over a good side like the Starlets. First, tell us more about the pitch.
The pitch was slow today, and the plan we had was to start with the spinners. And obviously, I mean, we knew that the openers don't like spinners. And slowly in the middle of the game, the ball was given to me, and obviously I know my role, what I have to do. I tried to vary with the pace, and I tried not to bowl pace at all.
And of course, you got a strong start with Saqlain Heather with the bat. And of course, Veera was looking solid as well. But there was a bit of, a wobble in the batting. Were you prepared to get your pads on in that situation?
Well, actually, yes. We started really well, and then we had that slight fear factor, we might lose a couple of wickets because we were in a hurry to finish the match, obviously, as fast as we can. And yeah, that's all about it. I mean, we didn't lose any wickets after that, and a very good finish by Sheldon and win and bye.
And overall, how was the X10 experience like?
Well, this was my first time, and I really enjoyed it and hope to play in the future as well.
And who would you like to dedicate this Player of the Match award to?
To myself.
Well bowled today, Sohail.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well, that was the young, exciting fast bowler Sohail Qazi with the Player of the Match performance. That's all from the first match of the fan code DCC X10 for now. But stay tuned. We have another game coming up very, very shortly. So see us then.